Dude, if you got to answer Sayin here, answer Sayin. Don't answer Carr just because you're on the Notre Dame channel. But between Julian Sayin or Carr, who you got? If you got to take one of them right now, who's the better quarterback between these two Midwest stars?
I love them both. For me, and this is, slight bias just because those are the two quarterbacks, like good quarterbacks that I've watched the most. Obviously I mentioned I studied Dante Moore as well. I think he's right up there. Here's a couple things. So as I said earlier, I think that the situation is slightly different because we are both judging them off of their first, 5 games basically. Carr had to play a little bit stiffer competition, had to play I think the best defense in college football. So there is that out there. You also add in the people that Sayin is throwing to. I think 20 teams in the NFL would trade their wide receiver core to have Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. I think that's around there. I think you could say, I don't know. I might went a little too far there, but I slightly went too. But you get the idea of the talent he has. And look, like I said, I love Fields. I love what Notre Dame has going on, but Sayin just has crazy receivers out there. For me, look, I'm still taking Carr, man. I'm not saying it because I'm on a Notre Dame podcast. I'm not. I'm telling you. So the reason why is because, once again, I said Carr was thrown to the wolves. It was go out there and ball out, and damn it, he did that. And I think along the way, he already had it, but he really dropped his nuts along the way. Sayin was, and it was smart. I put today on Twitter, I gave Ryan Day a ton of credit for the way he's handled the development of Julian Sayin. But Julian Sayin's been kind of handheld along the way of, we're going to give you easy passes. Let's make sure we're getting quick. Let's get some boot actions where it's clear, hit this guy. Let's get in the RPO game. We're not really going to stretch the field here. Let's try to run the ball. Like, that's a little bit more what Sayin had. And now, obviously, open it up against Minnesota, who is not very good at all on defense, but, still obviously had a fantastic day. I think this is a conversation that's going to continue to go on, and obviously in the same class. So this is going to be a competition all the way up till draft night. And, we'll be having NFL analysts talk about this conversation right here. But right now, I'll take Carr. And like I said, I think it's probably because it's Ohio State. We know how that goes. And he's going to have just straight up stupidly elite wide receivers. But I don't know. I just want to push all my chips into the middle on CJ Carr. That's where I'm at.